What is the cosmology of the Dark Tower? Within the Dark Tower lies a multitude of levels, their number varying depending on the person standing before it, though in reality, they may be infinite. Inside each level exists an infinity of universes, each of which contains another infinity of universes within every atom, a process that repeats endlessly. It is noted that the infinite universes of each level are layered upon one another, and each level represents a higher plane of existence than the one below it. Moreover, the multiverses are divided into three overarching categories, separated by a gap that surpasses dimensional scale, those of the short times levels, transcended by those of the long times levels. The long time levels are in turn transcended by the all-timers of the random and the purpose. Beyond and between each universe of a given level lies an infinite void known as the Todash, space inhabited only by monstrous and malevolent entities that are beyond human comprehension. Yet, this same tower, supported by its own beams, is itself located within the levels of another dark tower, which in turn has countless levels of its own. This process also repeats infinitely. However, beyond this endless recursion lies the true Dark Tower, the one that contains all of Stephen King's stories, and beyond at the center of the true end world, resting upon the back of Matron, the cosmic turtle and leader of the 12 guardians of the true beam. These guardians stand in opposition to 12 elemental demons, one of whom may well be Pennywise. It is noted that the tower and its beams were partially altered long ago by an ancient civilization known as the Old Ones, before the creation of the Guardian, which led to the release of part of the Prim and its monstrous entities into existence being that later affected some of the Guardians. The true Dark Tower encompasses and embodies all Ka, which represent the final destiny of all versions of all things, and beings in existence whose essence, as far as we know, can only be manipulated by Gan or Bessa. Matron herself, existing beyond even the true tower, which is also contained inside his mind, resides within the Macroverse. Beyond this Macroverse lie the Deadlights, the very edge of all that exists, though these Deadlights remain inferior to Maturin. Yet beyond even this Macroverse, also called the Todash Darkness, and beyond the Deadlights dwells the ultimate being, the final other, the creator of both the tower and Maturin. Beyond the true form of Pennywise, the supreme creator Gan. It is said that the tower is ultimately nothing more than an atom within Gan who exists in a plane higher than the Macroverse. Stephen King himself, according to Roland Deschain, may perhaps be a lesser avatar of God, or at least a being deeply connected to him, as all authors are. Gan resides within the final void and first manifested within the lower Macroverse through the Prim, which consumed the darkness of that world. The Prim is the primordial sea of chaotic magic that predates all of existence, the soup of creation used by Gan to make everything that exists. The Prim has been described as an archetypal void, devoid of existence beyond archetypes. Yet even though Gan appeared through the Prim, he was not truly born from it and differs greatly from the other beings that emerged from this sea known as the Great Old One, which raises questions about his true nature. The Prim was once far larger, occupying a considerable portion of the Macroverse, but when Gan used it to create all of existence, the Prim receded, becoming much smaller and weaker. This explains why the Crimson King wishes for the Prim from which his mother originated to return and regain its former level of influence. Through this, the Spider King seeks to dethrone Gan and take control over all existence. Finally, the final void, where Gan resides, exists beyond both the Prim and the Macroverse.